So what I've done is I've done some homework. You've really inspired me, all right? So I have what I think are the top 5 elements a great breakup song needs to have. Okay, so this is an
Amazing.
evolving list for everyone out there. I'm not saying that this is like the absolute list. This is working. We're kind of developing this as we go, okay? So I'm going to put it to you. You can agree or disagree, and you can sort of say if you want to why you agree or why you disagree. All right, so
Awesome.
here it is. Number one element I think a breakup song needs to have is obviously someone has to have moved on or someone has to have not moved on, and then someone of those two has to have feelings about it. Do you agree or disagree?
Yes. 100% wholeheartedly
Okay.
agree.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. Okay. Good. Tick. Number 2, someone has to be wrong in the situation or at least not understand what they have done wrong to push the other person away. So let me say that again. In
Yeah.
this song, someone has to be wrong
Mhm.
or at least they need to not understand what they have done for the other
Is
person to
wrong.
think they're wrong. This is
100%
an
agree.
element, right? So it's
Definitely
kind of like
agree.
it's like Toni Braxton's "Unbreak My Heart." She's saying like, I don't know what I did. We were so great. Why did you go? Unbreak my heart. So okay, 2, tick. All
Yeah,
right, number
tick.
3, someone has to be a writer or a singer. In this case, someone has to like make the breakup song or the I'm sorry song. That's like key. So you're a
Yes.
writer. That's how a breakup song comes to exist. Someone is a writer. That's an obvious take, but it's still very true. And number 4, okay,
Yep.
see what you think about this one. All right. The title needs to reference the breakup in some clever way. Okay. So it like every song needs to have like an interesting title or kind of really lead the people into why it's a breakup song. So like
Yes.
Irreplaceable by Beyonce. Irreplaceable
Perfect
is pretty clear,
example. Yep.
but it would not be as good if it was called Replaceable.
That's very true. No, I agree. 100% agree. I like that example as well because it's a good song.
All right, and the last one, very easy. It just has to be catchy. It has to be an earworm.
100%. Yep. 100%.
Because you can't have a breakup song that doesn't get stuck in someone else's head because then it's kind of failed. And you really, as a good song, you want the audience to kind of be totally agreeing with your side of the events.
Definitely. You need to be persuasive.
You need to be very persuasive. So if there's any more, have you got any other elements you can think of off the cuff? I'm putting you very under the spot here. Any
I
more elements you can think of?
honestly just an example of a song for me that is absolutely the perfect breakup song is We Are Never Getting Back Together by Taylor Swift. That is
Amazing.
absolutely completely flawless. Like it is every single verse is just perfect song. That is all I have to say about that. That is an absolute perfect breakup song in my eyes.
I mean, and it has all the elements, right? So it has obviously the title needs to reference the breakup in a clever way. We are never getting back together. It takes a
Tick.
very clear stance about whether who has moved on or who is wrong in the situation. Clearly, it was probably the other party because we are never getting back together.
Yeah, another
Um,
tick.
Another tick, she's moved on, right? She's moved on in this song. She's like, I don't need you anymore,
Yeah,
mysterious man. Not John Mayer
girl
and definitely
boss.
not Jake Gyllenhaal. It's not you two. There are other songs about you two.
Yes.
I mean, this
Oh.
brings us to number 6. Number 6 is what happens when you are both songwriters and you both write songs about each other. This is a
Well,
whole
that's
nother
where it just
subcategory.
gets interesting, doesn't it?
All right, so that's getting too deep. I'm getting too deep into this. Let's take a quick break. So those 5 things again for anybody listening, and let me know if you have different ones that we should put in the list. 1 is it needs to have someone that's moved on. It needs to have 2, someone has to be wrong or at least not know what they've done wrong. 3, someone needs to be a writer, obviously. There needs to be a title that references the breakup. And 3, it has to be catchy. All right, so they're the 3 things I think every great breakup song needs to have. Let's take a break and come back.